Good morning, fellow mathematicians. Welcome back to our video. Today, we're going to discuss another topic in business mathematics. And that topic is comparing fractions. Comparing fractions. Previously, in the business math series, we are discussing and indulging ourselves to the world of fractions. Ngayon, let's compare them. Ayun, comparing fractions with same numerators and different denominators. Ayun. To compare fractions with the same numerator, the larger the denominator, the smaller is the value of the fraction. Ibig sabihin kung malaki yung denominator mo, maliit yung value ng fraction mo. This is an inverse relationship between the size of the denominator and the size of the fraction. Paano siya naging inverse? Naalala niyo sa chemistry or in your science classes dati nung junior high school, ang inverse relationship is yung kapag mataas yung isa, as the other variable increases, the other one decreases. Ano napapansin niyo? The larger the denominator, habang lumalaki yung denominator mo, yung denom, lumiliit yung value ng fraction. Diba? So this is an inverse relationship, ika nga, diba? Inverse relationship. Habang tumataas yung denominator mo, lumalaki na lumalaki, lumiliit yung value ng fraction mo. Yun ang ibig sabihin lang nun. Diba? This is an inverse relationship between those two quantities. Ano example natin? Let's have an halimbawa. Let's say we have 2/4 and 2/3. Diba? Yan yung same numerators na 2 and different denominators. Ibig sabihin, sabi ng unang step na ito, kung sino may mas malaking denominator, siya yung mas maliit. So, paano natin siya isusulat? This implies that 2/4 is less than 2/3. Diba? Ngayon, remark tayo. A bar, when divided into 4 parts, will have each piece smaller than when it is divided into 3 equal parts. What do I mean by bar? Let's draw a bar. Let's say this is 1, 2, 3. Ito yung nagre-represent sa 2/4. Mamaya yung shading, wait lang. Sunod, this is 1, 2. Diba? Ngayon, let's change the color. Let's say ito. Ito yung 2/4. Ngayon, let's say ito. Ito yung 2/3. Balik tayo sa color black, guys. Ito yung 2/3. Sabi, a bar when divided into 4 equal parts, ito yun, will have each piece smaller than when it is divided into 3 equal parts. Kung makikita nyo, mas malaki yung red area ng 2/3 kaysa sa nasasakupan ng 2/4. Ano ibig sabihin nun? As the denominator gets bigger, the number of division increases. Yung hati. Diba yung 2/4, diba nahati mo sa 4 na hati. Yung 2/3 nahati mo sa 3. So ibig sabihin, as the denominator gets bigger, the number of division ng bar, yung drawing natin, increases. Ibig sabihin nun, yung fraction gets smaller. Yun yung dahilan kung bakit kapag yung denominator mo mas malaki, yung denominator mo mas malaki, mas lumilit yung value ng fraction. Because of this inverse relationship. Okay? Medyo malinaw naman tayo dun, guys, no? Let's proceed. Ngayon, let's define another definition. Ayun. Definition. Similar or like fractions. Alam niyo naman na to, pero let's define it. Similar or like fractions are fractions that have the same denominators but different numerators. Yun lang yun. Halimbawa, let's say 3/4 and 5/4 are similar fractions. Diba? Because they have the same denominator but different numerators. Yun lang ang gusto kong sabihin dyan. Ngayon, Otherwise, they are dissimilar fractions. Paano naman kapag dissimilar? Ibig sabihin, magkaiba yung denominator, magkaiba din yung numerators. And alam mo, 2/3 and 1/2, they are dissimilar, di ba? Yun lang gusto sabihin ng definition na yan. Ngayon, syempre kung meron ganyang classification of fractions, then pwede siya i-compare. Tama ba? Ngayon, to comparing fractions, yung mga types na yon ay similar fractions. To compare similar or like fractions, compare the numerators just like whole numbers. Ano yung whole numbers? Halimbawa, alam natin na 2 is less than 3. Ganun yung sinasabi dyan. Ibig sabihin, you will just retain the denominator and you'll just compare the numerator. Diba? Ibig sabihin, meron tayong quote dito, the larger the numerator, the larger the value of the fraction. Ngayon, halimbawa, ngayon, let's say yung 3/4. Yung 3/4, ito-drawing natin as ganito. Medyo hindi pantay yung line. Ito yung 3/4. Ito-drawing natin 1, 2, 3. Ngayon, and let's change the color. Let's change the color. Magiging ano to? Ito, this is the first shade, the second shade, and the third shade. Ito ang 3/4. And let's go back to black. Okay, ngayon, ito naman yung 5/4. Paano i-drawing ang 5/4? Ibig sabihin, di ba, pwede mo siya isulat ng ganito. Ganito ko kasi yan iniisip eh. Di ba yung 5/4, mas malaki yung numerator kaysa sa denominator. Kapag sinulat mo ito a mixed number, magiging 1 and 1/4. Ibig sabihin, na nabuo kang 4. Tapos yung magdodrawing ka ulit ng isang bar, parang tulad ng ginawa ko nung last video. Di ba? So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ngayon, mag-ano tayo ng color red. Ito na shade tong buo, na shade tong buo, na shade tong buo, na shade tong buo, na shade tong buo. Tapos may isa pang na shade. Kasi di ba nga 5 and 1/4? Ngayon, let's go back to black. Ngayon, ang sabi dito, you'll just have to compare the numerators. Since 3 is less than 5, this implies, ibig sabihin lang yan ay yung 3/4 is less than 5/4. Makikita nyo naman eh. Kumbaga, di ba, this is, halimbawa isipin mo, yung isang buo na yan pertains to 100. Etong mga shade na pula, this is 25, this is 25, this is 25. In fact, 3/4 is, kapag alam natin in decimals, this is 0.75. We'll talk about decimals in the later videos. Yun na yung analogy niyan, 25, 25, 25. Tatlo yung na-shade mo, partner. So, this is 75. And as you guessed it, ito, 25, 25, 25, 25, and this is another 25. This is, or 1.25. And this makes sense. Mas maliit talaga to kaysa dito, kung makikita mo. Because this is less than 1, this is less than 1, this is greater than 1. Ganun lang yung basically pag magko-compare ka ng similar fractions. You'll just have to look to the numerators. And kung sino mas maliit, ang numerator, hindi siya yung mas maliit na value. Ganun lang yun. Ayun. Let's move on, guys, ha? Now, I want to define another thing here. This is called the LCM and the LCD. Now, let's define it. The least common multiple, LCM, is the smallest common multiple of 2 or more numbers. Siya daw yung pinakamaliit. And I will have examples later. Let's just define it first. Now, di ba yun yung smallest common multiple daw ng dalawang numbers. Yun yung LCM. Now, the LCD, the least common denominator, is the LCM of 2 or more denominators. Yun kasi yung pinaka-main misconceptions natin. Ano ba pinagkaiba ng LCM sa LCD? Ibig sabihin ng LCD lang daw ay LCM na nilagay sa denominators ng fractions. Diba? Kasi ang least common multiple, hindi fraction pinag-uusapan mo dyan, whole numbers. Kapag nilagay mo siya sa denominator ng isang fraction, LCD na siya. Yun lang ang gusto sabihin yan. Diba? Ngayon, diba sabi, siguro as humans, ang iniisip kasi natin, may mga instances na hindi naman lahat ng fractions natin similar. Diba? Halimbawa, meron tayong 1/2, tapos meron tayong 3 over 9. Di ba? Paano kapag gusto natin i-compare yan? Di ba? Meron bang step para magsabi, meron bang paraan, systematic way of comparing them? Meron. Ngayon, gusto muna natin i-gawin tong process na ito. Ito ha. Gusto kasi natin ang mangyari is that para magkaroon ng gusto muna natin malaman yung mga fractions na kanina, yung mga 1/2, tapos 3/9, gusto muna natin sila i-convert into similar fractions. And dun sa tanong ko kanina about comparison, magagamit kasi natin itong pag-convert to similar fractions. Ngayon, steps in converting to similar fractions. Step 1. Ano yan? Step 1. Express each denominators as a product of its prime factors. Naalala niyo yung prime factorization sa lecture 2? Yun yung gagawin. To obtain by getting the prime factorization, repeating prime factors must be written in exponential form. Halimbawa, nakakita ka ng ganito, di ba? May ganitong prime factors, 2 and 2. Pag sinulat mo yung prime factorization yan is 2 squared. Ganun lang yung ibig sabihin nun. Di ba? Step 2. Solve for the least common multiple of all of the denominators. Ibig sabihin, kukunin mo daw yung LCM ng denominators. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Hence, get the LCD. Tama ba? Yun. The LCD is equal to the product of all the unique prime factors in the denominators. Always take note of this. The product of all the unique prime factors in the denominators. Ibig sabihin, tigi-isa. Kukuha ka ng tigi-isa dun sa mga prime factors yan. Pero kapag halimbawa, meron ka nakitang 2 cube, tapos 2 squared, each is raised to the highest exponent appearing in any of the denominators. Ibig sabihin, kapag nakakita ka ng instances na kailangan mong mamili kung 2/3 ba or 2 squared, anong pipiliin mo? Sabi dito sa step 2, ito yung pipiliin natin. Tama? Ngayon, step 3, convert each fraction to an equivalent fraction having the LCD as its denominator. Naalala mo yung equivalent fraction? Halimbawa yung 1/2 is equal to, halimbawa, pinili mo i-multiply sa 2 yan. Hindi siya 1 yung denominator. It's 2. 2 multiplied by 2. Di ba? 2/4 yan. Yan yung equivalent fraction na tinatawag, di ba? Ang sinasabi, yung LCD naman, kung ano man yung LCD ng dalawang fractions or tatlong fractions na kino-compare mo, di ba? Yun yung i-multiply mo. Yun yung pang-multiply mo. Kasi di ba sabi sa equivalent fractions, kahit ano naman yung i-multiply mo. Di ba? To recall, we do this by dividing a number. In this case, the LCD. To the denominator of the given fraction. The quotient is then multiplied to the numerator and the denominator of the fraction to obtain an equivalent fraction. Tapos, kung yung equivalent fraction na yun ay similar fractions nila. Alam ko that this is daunting at first because you are presented by a step. Medyo nakakalito yan eh, di ba? Kasi medyo nakakalito na may steps tayo eh. Now, let's have an example. Kasi as humans, we are obviously entitled to understand the step if we know it and apply it in the examples. Ngayon, let's proceed to the examples. Let's zoom in a little bit. And kung napapansin nyo, the steps are found dito sa gilid para babalikan natin. Ngayon, bear with me. Let's solve this. Halimbawa 1. Express 1/360 and 7/54 as similar fractions. Diba? Step 1. Step 1. Sabi, express the denominators as a product of prime factors. E di ibig sabihin, kukunin natin yung denominators, yung 360, tapos yung 54. Kukunin natin yung prime factorization nila, and we do that by the prime factorization tree. Tama? Ayun. This is, in the top of my mind, pwede siyang 36 multiplied by 10. Tama? Sunod, yung 36, pwede mong gawin ay 6 and 6. Tama? Yung 10 ay 2 and 5. 2 and 5 are prime. E di stop. Ngayon, yung 6, pwede pa siya ng 2 and 3. Tapos 2 and 3. 2, 3 are prime. 2, 3 are prime. Ibig sabihin, tapos na. Ngayon, ang 360 daw pala ay equal lang sa 5. Una, 5. Pababa, 5. Tapos 3. Di ba nakakita ka ng 3? Ilan 3 ang nandyan? 3 squared. Yan ang sinasabi ng prime factors must be written in exponential form. Yan ang gusto sabihin. Yun ang gusto sabihin yan. Tapos ilan yung 2? 1, 2, 3. So multiplied by 2 cube. Tama? So yan yung 360. Tama? Ngayon, 54 naman tayo. In the top of my mind, this is 9 and 6. Tama? Hindi pa yan prime. So pwede pa siya i-decompose. 3 and 3. Ngayon, yung 6 naman, 2 and 3. Pansinin natin na lahat sila ay prime na. So, 54 is just equal to 3, 3 squared multiplied by, hindi, mali. This is tatlong 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 cube multiplied by 2. Basically, it's 27 multiplied by 2, di ba? 54 yon. That is step 1. Nagawa na natin yung step 1. Now, let's go to step 2. Ngayon, step 2. Step 2. Ngayon, kukunin natin yung LCM daw, guys. Ngayon, kukunin natin yung LCM. Ang common template dito is ilalagay mo yung 360, isusulit mo yung prime factors na 5 multiplied by 3 squared multiplied by 2 cube. Ngayon, 54 naman equals sa 3 cube multiplied by 2. Ngayon, ano yung ang sinasabi ng LCM is yung, di ba, is equal to the product of all the unique prime factors, all unique prime factors in the denominators. Ngayon, kukuha ka daw ng tig-isa. Paano isulat yan? Yung LCM ng 360 and 54 ay equal sa, kukuha ka ng 5 kasi may isang 5 na nandyan, di ba? Magpapalit tayo ng kulay. Ngayon, may isang 5. So, isa na yan. Ngayon, di ba sinabi, kapag meron kang dalawang, 3 cube, tapos 3 squared, itong dalawa, ang pipiliin mo yung mas malaki, yung mas marami. So, ito. Susunod, may 2 cube, tapos may 2. Ang pipiliin mo ay 2 cube. Tama yun kasi yung sinasabi, the highest exponent appearing in any of the denominators. Di ba? Yun yung pipiliin mo, tigi-isa. Ano yung sinasabi kong tig-isa? Di ba may dalawang 3 squared tapos 3 cube. Pipiliin mo yung medyo mas malaking exponent. And the same lang sa number 2. So, balik tayo sa color black. Multiplied by 3 cube multiplied by 2 cube. And if you plug this in the calculator, this is equal to 1,080. Yan yung LCM ng 360 and 54. Di ba? Hindi siya straightforward, no? Hindi mo siya maiisip na yung 54 saka 360, ang LCM pala nila ay 1,080. Diba? Ngayon, let's proceed to the third step. Step 3. Ano ba sabi sa step 3? Convert each fractions to an equivalent fraction having the LCD as the denominator. Ito yung LCD mo. Paano ba tayo nag-ano, diba? Given that 1 over 360, ayun, di ba ang process niyan, since 1,080 divided by divided by 360, and if you plug this in a calculator, this is 3, then ano mangyayari? 160 is just equal to 1 multiplied by 3 over 360 multiplied by 3. Diba? This is just equal to 3 over 360 multiplied by 3. Diba? 1,080 divided by 360 is 3. So kapag inverse relationship, so this is 1,080. Diba? Yan ang sinasabi na equivalent fraction. Yung LCD ng equivalent fraction na ito, yung denominator ng fraction na kino-convert mo. Okay? Naintindihan ba natin yun, guys? Ngayon. Ganun na yung sinasabi ng step na to. Yung diba? The quotient is multiplied to the numerator and denominator. Ito yung quotient. This is the quotient. Tapos minumultiply mo lang sa numerator and denominator. Yun yung sabi ng step na yun, di ba? Tama ba? So, di ba, hindi naman siya ganun ka-complicated. Di ba? Ngayon, ang gagawin naman natin, similarly, given that, ano yung isang fraction natin? 7 over 54. Since let's say 1080 divided by 54 is, if we plug this in a calculator, this is 20. Then, yung 7 over 54 is just equal to 7 multiplied by 20 over 54 multiplied by 20. On the top of my mind, this is, di ba kasi 7 times 2 is 14. And lagay mo yung 0 is 140. Over 54 multiplied by 20 is 1080. Tama? Tama ba yun, guys? So, therefore, 1 over 360 and 7 over 54 when converted to similar fractions are 3 over 1080 and 140 over 1080 respectively. Ayun na, yun yung sagot natin kasi yun yung tinatanong eh. Tama ba? That is what being asked. Diba? Express into similar fractions lang naman. So, yun na yung sagot. Diba? Tama ba? Medyo madali lang siya no, kapag may step. Kasi tayo dati, basta-basta na hinuhulaan yan eh. Ngayon, binigyan ko kayo ng steps. This is actually a template that you can follow. So, kapag may mga ano kayo, may mga problem sets or may PT, performance task, ganyan yung format na ina-expect ko kapag ano, pag students ko kayo. Anon. Next. Ngayon, follow-up question. Diba kasi nalaman na natin, ang ano daw, ang 1 over 360 is actually 3 over 1080. And yung 7 over 54 daw ay equal sa, saan? 140 over 1080. Ngayon, I want you to compare them. Kasi bakit? They are similar fractions. Diba? And we have a step to compare similar fractions. Ngayon, ano yung sagot? Answer, since 1 over 360 is equal to 3 over 1080 and 7 over 54 is equal to 140 over 1080. Tama? And, tanggal natin yung period. And 3 is less than 140. Diba? Kasi mas maliit naman talaga ang 3 kaysa sa 140. This implies that 3 over 1080 is less than 140 over 1080. Kasi nga mas maliit yung numerators. Kasi diba, kapag meron kayong similar fractions, you'll just compare the numerators. Tapos lagay mo lang yung denominator para maging ganun. Or, ibig sabihin, ibalik natin siya sa original given. Or, therefore, 1 over 360 is less than 7 over 54. Tama? Ganun lang ibig sabihin yan. Diba? Nagigets nyo ba yung flow? Diba? So, ganun lang. So, comparing fractions in general, ibig sabihin sa lahat ng cases, in general, ordering fractions may be done by converting them first to similar fractions and then making a comparison on the resulting numerators. Diba? Ibig sabihin, yung fraction problem natin magiging whole number problem. Diba? Titignan mo na yung yung numerators. Tama? Ganun lang sinasabi. And let's have more examples kasi 'di ba? Baka expect nyo tapos na tayo dito. Hindi. I've given you the steps, now let's apply them. Syempre hindi na natin kailangan yung aid nung steps dun sa gilid, yung may pula dito sa gilid, hindi natin kailangan nun. Ngayon, solution. Let's solve this. Compare 7 over 6 and 29 over 30. Ngayon, alam natin, I want you to verify clearly the LCM of 30 and 6 is equal to 30. Ngayon, diba? Clearly yan. Sige na, gawin na natin. Kasi ganun ano eh. Diba? Ito 30. Prime factorization in the top of my mind is 5 and 6. 5 is prime. Diba? So this is 2 and 3. Diba? So prime factorization yan is 30 is equal to ano? 5, diba? Pababa. 3 and 2. Tama? Sunod, 6. This is 2 and 3. Tama? Tapos prime na yung 2 and 3. So 6 is equal to 3 multiplied by 2. So LCM, ngayon pagtatapatin mo na lang, 5 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2, 6 is 3 multiplied by 2. Ang LCM ng 30 and 6 is equal dun sa tigi-isa, 5. Eh since may dalawang 3, ito, dalawang 3, so ano na lang yan, multiplied by 3. Kasi wala kang pagpipilian, walang exponents eh. And may dalawang 2. So multiplied by 2. So 5 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 is 30. So nasagot ko yung clearly. Diba? This is just a bubble of idea kung paano nakuha yung first step. Okay, ngayon, clearly yan daw. Then, ngayon, sabi, 30 divided by ano, kasi yun, ano muna, gusto ko muna i-ano, then, since 7 over 6 and, ano to, 30 divided by 6 is equal to 5, then, ano ibig sabihin nun? Yung 7 over 6, equal lang yan sa 7 multiplied by 5 over 6 multiplied by 5. Di ba yun yung step 2? Gusto mo siya i-convert into ano, equivalent fraction. So magiging ano to? 35 over 30. Na-convert na natin yung isa. Susunod, similarly, ano yan? Since, ano yan, 29 over 30, alam natin na yan na yun eh. Pero gusto natin lagyan ng template. And yung LCM, i-divide mo dun sa denominator is equal to 1. Then, di ba, you're just basically multiplying 1. Pero nilalagay ko lang for the sake of the solution. For the sake of the template. Di ba? So, 29 over 30 na. Ngayon, so, ngayon, gagawin na natin yung claim na, now, since 35, ganito, paano ba to? 35 is greater than 29, ibig sabihin, 35 over 30 is greater than 29 over 30. Tama ba? Kasi nga, yun eh. Therefore, sino ba si 35 over 30? Di ba si 7 over 6? So 7 over 6 is in fact greater than 29 over 30. So yun yung sagot dun sa problem. Di ba? Dun sa comparison. Tama ba? So, yan. Di ba madali lang siya? Di ba? Ngayon, pangalawang problem. Basically, this is the third problem na. Ngayon, compare 8 over 17 and 3/4. Yon. Diba nasasanay na tayo? Solution. Ngayon, ang gusto kong sabihin dito is that, alam natin na 17 is equal to 17 multiplied by 1. This is prime. Prime na siya, so pointless pa yung gawin yung prime factorization 3. Sunod 4 is equal to 2 multiplied by 2. So LCM ng 17 and 4 is equal to tigi-isa. May tigi-isa daw. So, magiging 17 multiplied by, paano ba to? 17 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. So, ano to? 17 multiplied by 4 or 68. Tama? Kasi kumbaga this is 2 squared. Di ba sabi ko kasi tigi-isa? Tigi-isa. So, baka nalilito kayo, bakit dalawang to yung kinuha, ba't di lang isa? Kasi 2 squared yan eh. Diba? So, kumbaga, wala kang 2 dito, pero kukuha ka nga ng tig-isa. So, ganun lang ibig sabihin nun. Kasi baka sabihin niya, bakit di lang isang 2 yung kinuha mo, sir? Diba? So, yun nga. So, ganito. 68 nga siya, diba? So, ganito. Yun yung LCM. Since 68 divided by 17 is equal to 4, Then, 8 over 17 is equal to 8 multiplied by 4 over 17 multiplied by 4. Saan equal yan? 32 over 68. Tama? Ngayon, similarly, ano yan? 68 divided by 4 is equal to 17. Then, ano yan? 3/4, yan yung 3/4 na, is equal to 3 multiplied by 7 over 4 multiplied by 7. And it's just equal to 51 over 68. Tama? Since 32 is less than 51, this implies that 32 over 68 is less than 51 over 68. Therefore, sino ba si 32 over 68? Di ba si 8 over 17? 8 over 17 is less than 3/4. And that's the final answer. Ganun. Diba? Ganun lang siya kadali, diba? May template na kayo. Ayun. Yun lang. Yun lang naman ang gusto kong sabihin. And I hope you learned something today, mathematicians. I hope you learned that paano mag-compare ng fractions using the template na binigay ko sa inyo. And see you real soon, mathematicians. Goodbye now and keep safe out there. Goodbye.